What's up, my pilots? Angry Poncho here, and we're back playing Black and White 2. In this episode, we're going to try and finish up, we are going to finish up the objectives here on Hanshai. I think we only have 2 left we're actually going to bugger with. Yeah, we can't do the impressiveness thing since the other towns are already ours by war. But we can do the kill every living thing side quest, as well as the spymaster thing out here. So let's clear out this island. So this is a little path-finding kind of mini-game that you can do for a nice chunk of change, if I remember correctly. But if you want to be successful at it, you need to see what you're doing. Oh yeah, someone said M key brings up the last miracle. Thank you very much, that'll make this go much faster. Spectacular. You commenters are great. I got some great tips for the next land too. I did a little practice run, because it's been so long since I played. And yeah, they worked great. So I'll be talking about those in the next episode. Alright, so once we burn down most of the trees, it'll be much easier to see what the heck's going on this island, and we'll be able to complete our objective here. Trying to clear the trees away so you can get a better view at things. It's funny how when trees are burning, they don't really like cook up, they just slowly shrink as they become less and less wood. It's a bit weird. You give it a minute and it burns off. You get all this smoke coming off of it. This game is so awesome. Just the fact that you can be a god and have this entire notion of this huge landscape, being able to zoom all the way out and get this nice fine image to come up, and then at the drop of a hat, like zoom right into like blades of grass on the ground. You know, it's awesome. It's really cool, and I dig the various like zoom levels of this game. It's almost like it reminds me of what I imagine Spore would be like, although I've never played it, where you start out tiny and become larger. A little bit like oh god, what's the name of that game where you create a ball of junk and roll it around until it gets really huge? I can't remember what that game's called. All right, the trees are burnt off. Let's do the quest. Come on, click on the scroll. What is the name of that game, man? It's totally escaping me. It's a Japanese name, I think. So something Katamari Damacy. That's it, or something like that.
Look, boys, that spy needs to get through the forest.
All right.
He's gonna get himself ambushed. If you spend the signs, you might be able to get him through safely. Those dumb ambushers will also follow the signs, so we can send them on a wild goose chase and make sure the spy gets through.
Seems easy enough. Alright, first thing, try and get your path for your dude figured out so you know where he's going. And then everybody else, I like to funnel them up here to the top part. So I'm gonna... Oh, I got him just in time. Okay, good. Okay, so what I'm gonna try and do is these guys are like specks. Even on my screen, they're tiny and kind of hard to see. So I apologize for that. Dang it, point the other way. There we go. Okay, he's got a little mark on him so you know it's him. But these other dudes... Oh, there's one that's close to him. Anybody down here? Okay, there's nobody down here, which is what I'm concerned with, because that's where I'm sending him. So we'll just try and funnel, if at all possible, funnel everybody up top. Dang it, yeah. Not that way. No! So what I'm trying to do is get everybody to be up in this top section here. So I have all the ambushers in one place, which will hopefully allow us to sort of contain them. But the signs don't stay where you put them. They move themselves out of whack all the time.
That's your first piece of information.
So just keep flipping them back and forth, you know, occasionally, so that you kind of refresh them, and then they'll behave themselves eventually. I try and get everybody between these two, if at all possible, because it's the best place I've ever found to contain them. Alright, let's take our guy to the next spot. I think they change after so many people come by, or so much time passes. So you can never really be sure if they're going to be there for that long, but as long as all these signs are kind of pointing inward over here. See, they turned it just before the guy got there. That's BS. I hate when that happens. So now I'm going to check, is everybody at top besides him? It looks like it to me. And I've got the actual good view of this, so occasionally you can just flip them around, try and get them to be refreshed, pointing the same direction here. I'm trying to get everybody to walk right in this area. Looks like it's working, and our spy is making his way around. And we're going to have to sneak him past the baddies over here at some point, too. Because we got to get him over to this. That's going to be fun. We should try and work on getting everybody to come sort of over to this half of it so we can use this sign. Dang it! Quit! Oh, good. I got him to go back just in time. Good. Very good.
You have another piece of information now.
Okay. We're going to send him around this way to this other sign here. And we're going to do our best to keep people contained away from this sign so we can bring our spy, who's down here now, around like this. And I'm going to drag him around like that. Yep, and there you go. It flips just when you don't want it to, like always. Just got to keep a close eye on things, that's all. Sometimes the signs will turn like just as they show up. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I think he actually moves a little bit slower than his ambushers too, so be aware of that. There we go. Okay, he's coming around. This is the run. I have to watch this sign carefully and make sure that they don't go past. I'm going to turn it to the last second so I know it won't go back. There we go. And all four of those dudes are bouncing around over there. Okay, here comes our spy. Look, the sign turned itself around again. That's what it does, man.
I'm sure he's in here somewhere.
Ooh, I heard someone talk just then.
You have another
Sure,
piece of
he's here
information
somewhere.
now.
That way. That way. Probably a little bit risky flipping it like that, but it's the best way I've found to do it. Dang it, I can't send him down. That sucks. Apparently that sign only points two directions. Well, dang. I can bring them around this way if I want now, just get them a little farther from him. And befuddle the signs once he's past where he needs to be. So we'll just send him straight around this way to the last piece of information right over here. Ooh, see that? That sign turned at the last second. They're trying to come after him, man. There we go. We'll point him back. Yeah, we gotta watch this sign now, because that's the one he's closest to. Just trying to keep everybody contained up here. And turn it back. There we go. And now I think we have it. Yep, that's the last piece of information right there. There were 4 of them along the way. And I feel like there's enough space between him and his pursuers that he'll get it no matter what we do now. Nice. You can toss the rocks out of the way if you don't like them either.
Excellent.
Hey.
You have all of the necessary pieces of information.
We win! Not too hard. Bottling them up in that top area there, I think it's definitely the most effective place to put them. At least the best place I've found. It's got enough signs around it that even when one points the wrong way, you kind of have this overflow buffer where they can escape a little bit, but you still get them to corral back in when they get to the next sign. I don't know if this spy is doing good things or bad things, but he's got what looks like a treasure map, which is kind of cool, and kind of harkens ahead to what's coming in the next land.
Well done. He got away safely.
I like it.
Wonder where he's going with that map. Does it really matter? We received tribute after all.
Sure did. Are these guys going to disappear? Yeah, they sure did. Nice. How much did we get for that? 40,000 tribute. Nice. Alright. And now begins our epic quest to kill every living thing. Just to give you guys the information, let's see how much of an evil god we got right now. 59% evil. And I did not do the kill every living thing side quest when I did my practice run to the next land. And after defeating the next land in my evil fashion, I was down to like 80% evil. So we would have gotten there anyway, even if we hadn't decided to kill everyone in this land, which, believe me, will make us very evil. Okay, so let's get people first. That's easiest. 91 people live in this town. Well, there's a lot of ways to kill people. I think fire miracles are going to be my preferred method. What I'm going to do is put a bunch of people worshipping at altars. So we'll get tons of mana, which will give us the ability to cast tons of fire miracles. I knew I had 2. There we go. Hello, say it for me. Say it for me, baby. Say disciple worshipper. What are you doing? Why won't you talk to me? Did someone turn you off in the options menu? That would be annoying. Oh. You know what I could do? I could turn these up to the volume where they were, so we can actually hear the game. Oh, this is going to annoy the hell out of me in editing. I'm going to get to this and be like, dude, don't change the audio right in the middle of the friggin' video. Okay. There you go. Oh yeah, it's all louder now. Haha, take that, post-editing Poncho. Yeah, I don't know why she's not saying disciple worshiper. Someone just said death. Okay, we'll get them worshiping away so we can get tons of mana for our fire miracles, which we are going to use to cook our people. Yeah? No? That didn't work. Wait, will we not cook our own villagers? Could have sworn I know we can burn our own buildings. Well, there are other ways to kill people. The one that's most readily at hand, I would say, would just be to kill them with the hand. We can squish them with giant rocks. I know we can do the giant rocks. That takes time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop up everybody I see. There's something like 90 people living in this town, I think is what the town center told us. So I'm just going to try and get as many as possible, the ones I see walking around. The ones who are foolish enough to leave their homes! And we're just going to chuck them off of a mountain or something. Chuck them all in one place so that we know where our chucked people are. We're not going to go looking for people to chuck there. Let's just, okay, first off, are there any living beings over here? There are. There's some sheep over here. We'll have to get those in a minute. Let's make this our killing field over here. Just going to throw people. Am I being evil enough for you yet? Oh, damn, I didn't throw them far enough. Dude, a bunch of them lived! Wow. You impetuous villagers! How dare you defy me by not getting totally squished by all that nonsense? See what they do when someone dies? They all go over there and they're like really sad. It's kind of frightening, actually. Makes you realize how evil you're being. Yeah, evil enough for you guys now? Some of you were commenting and saying I wasn't being evil enough. I think we'll achieve that in this video. We will satisfy even the most evil of viewers. Alright, so apparently you really gotta chuck these bastards for them to actually get killed. Started to wonder how... Look at they're still getting up! Dude, they're more hardy than the Norse guy! What the heck, man? I know, I sure as hell don't want to lose people out here in the forest. That would be bad. So now I'm never going to be able to find all of them. No, you don't. You need to all die. Surely there's a better way to kill people. I could just put them in the altar, and that would do it. Get tons of mana for it too, and crap tons of evil points. I wonder how evil we are. Yeah, let's see the world is changing because we're becoming more evil. That's what that fog is. Up to 100 yet? 82%. Yeah, it goes really quickly when you kill your own villagers for no reason. You'll see the ground is dark near where we have our towns and things. And you're probably noticing this other junk here. Like I linked 3 influence rings together. I got the creature to help build houses, which all you have to do is start building it. You don't have to finish. So the creature built like 10 wood for each of these houses. Worked out pretty quickly, actually. Anybody living in this town? 6 people. Let's knock on the houses. There's somebody. Oops. No. Don't want you. Come here, you person. Huh. Hey! Hey! Come here! Gotcha. Nope, I'll put you down. Dang it. Alright. Let's suck everybody up. 2, 3, 4. Where are the other 2 people who supposedly live in this town? I don't see them. Are they on vacation in the other town? This is when it gets annoying, is when you can't find people. Seems like a good way to get rid of people, though. No, you don't. Stop breeding. Alright, let's pick up some more people. And then after I do this run, we'll see how many people are missing in this city. But this is basically how it's going to go. So I'll annihilate this city for you guys while we're watching, and then I'll do the other city off screen, because it's going to be the same thing. Except I'm not going to... Well, I guess I could kill my worshippers. There's a lot... It's hard to kill every living thing, because there's no easy way out. I'm not just being really evil and killing them all myself. You can't order your soldiers to do it like a good dictator would. You can't order the creature to do it. No, you don't need to grow the tribe. Stop talking about that. 14 people live here. What you gotta do is knock on houses until somebody comes out. Come on out. And then grab them up, and then just try and sucking up people from every house. Just go around and try and find the 14 people that supposedly still live in this town. there's somebody in one of those houses down there. So another thing you can do is if you have a lot of people who are in the army, or if you have a lot of people who aren't disciples, you can get them into the army, and then you can have them all in one place. It just makes them easier to find, and you can grab them as they disband from the, what's it called? I want to say the outpost, that's not right, the armory. You can get them as they disband from the armory. It's an easy way to pick up a bunch of people at once. I'm reading most of them here. I'm up to 11. There were only 14 people living in this town. Hopefully we'll get everyone. It seems like everyone I've got has had their own house. Crazy villagers all living by themselves. And eventually they're going to do things like go to the fields to get food and go past the town center if they're a disciple that doesn't have a task. Like a builder and there's no buildings being built. Alright, well I found 11. Stop talking about growing the tribe. Man, clicking to sacrifice those people is going to get really old. We're getting like 100% evil already, aren't we? 89, yeah, it's gone up, that's for sure. 2 people live in this town, a man and a woman. Better not leave them alone too long with more people here. You can get the angled view and try and find people as well. But it might help to even know where one person is, so you can be sure that you can gather them up. It's hard to find them just when it's just one, because you can't do that sucking up all the people trick. And animals are annoying because you can't sacrifice them, so you have to throw them and make sure that they're thrown and get killed. Pretty brutal, I know, but we are playing an evil god. We're going to be very evil in the next land, too. It's going to be great. Alright, how should I kill these things? Let's just give them a good toss. I think that will do it. Right? Surely they've all been squeezed. Right? Nothing moving in there. Shouldn't have turned them into the woods. See, look at the detail. I can just pretend I'm in the forest for a while if I want, with a bunch of dead sheep. Kind of weird, but I guess you could. Yep, I think we got everybody that we tossed just then. Still gotta find those 2 people who are apparently still living in this town. Sometimes turning the camera around can help you spot things you were missing. See a little smudge right there. It's just the ground, I guess. And I guess if you destroy all the fields, that's one way to do it. Destroy all the fields and they'll starve to death. Or at the very least, they'll stop having babies. So, that can help. I'm actually probably going to do that in my other town and just let them kick the bucket. Yeah, destroy all the fields in the land. That's another way to expedite this process. Quit talking about wanting to breed! I'm going to get you for that. I can't destroy this field. That sucks. Alright, let's keep an eye on it, that's all. I don't think there are any fields in this town. That's really weird. They have a granary and no fields. But I didn't already destroy that. I would remember that. There's a bunch of little fields here in this town. It's weird. Just trying to milk the impressiveness, it seems. There's only one little field here, too. Alright, how many people live in this small town? 0? I don't know who you folks think you are. She was about to get sacrificed. You need sleep. Yeah, making it nighttime will make it easier to spot the disciples, but probably harder to find everybody else. See? So, should we see how long it takes to go through 115,000 food? 116,000? Let's destroy all the farms, and I will come back to you when I've made significant progress starving my people to death. I'm becoming a really evil, evil god. Oh, look at this! I found a pack of wolves, identical wolves, out here in the wilderness. I'm not going to kill them on camera, because that would just be too evil. But I will say, you need to be on the lookout for these if you're going to try and get this achievement. Or this objective completed. Oh, the trees don't count as living things, if you're wondering. Oh, the creature's going to come eat them. Whatever. Alright, so I've got this town down to just one person. And now I'm destroying all the houses to make sure that there aren't any people hiding in them. This is the northernmost town. It was the enemy town. Don't click on that scroll. So, popping all the houses out of existence so we can look and see if there's any people that are going to be wandering around now. And I don't see any yet. There we go. Alright. Anybody on the move here? Well, wherever this person is who supposedly still lives in this town, they are nowhere to be found, it seems. They'll pass away with time. So, we'll continue our attrition strategy. I'm going to go back down to the hometown. Destroy all the houses there, too. Where's my mouse? Where's my hand? Where's my hand? Okay. Whew. Dang. Thought I was handless for a minute there. This is another great trick to keep the people from breeding, is to destroy all the housing. If there's rampant homelessness in your town, your birth rate will plummet. And you can also get rid of all those statues of baby making that you might have put down, or whatever else. There we go. Can I just take this opportunity to point out how badass the temple looks when you're evil, or the altar looks when you're evil, because it's all red, and it just sort of crying babies, apparently. Well, that's really creepy. So all the housing is gone, and the food is ticking down ever so quickly. 12. So it says there's a capacity for 12 people to live here. Maybe that's just the town center or something? I think all the houses are gone. I'm confused by that. Oh, maybe it's... Oh, you know what? I bet it's these houses outside here. Probably a couple of these count as this town. Just pop all these too. Let's see if that did it. Oh yeah, so the adult population is a number / another number. The first one is your population, the second is your capacity. So there are now no houses left here. And there's no farms either. Gone through about a third of the food already. There you are! I found the one old lady that still lives in this town in the north. She was one of the people we threw and she didn't die. So I can tell she's walking slowly back to the town now. Let's make sure we've got her. Sacrifice. She's only worth 1,000 because she's old. Ah! This town is dead. Nice. We had about 100 people killed in that town. 93% evil. Look at those fingernails, man. They're like claws. Alright, I'll start checking towns. Let's see how much population we've got here. 0 here. Just checked 0 there. Here, I believe I found the last of these people when I destroyed their houses. 0 there. So the people is the first step, and if they find out that you're not getting the achievement, it must mean there's animals. 0 there. Oh, there's people over here. Do they live in this town? No. They're just here. Which I don't like. It's annoying that they're away from the main group like that. Let's pick them up and put them in the altar, shall we? There's not even an altar in this town. Let's go all the way over here. Either way, that town said it had 0 population. So any people who yet live... Ooh, wow, we just got eviler. By how much? They're crying out for mercy. Another 2%. Ah! Ah! I'm gonna gather that ore. Yes, the people are not pleased. So the food is rapidly decreasing. The population is going to start shrinking pretty quickly soon. People start starving to death. You know, I could probably help by, like, burning all the food. Or just tossing it in the ocean. In fact, I'm going to speed up that process by doing that. I apologize for interrupting our experiment in starving the people, but I like to speed this process up. I'd rather not have to sacrifice all 400 of those people, click by click. So the starvation method's going to be a little bit more convenient for me. No food in either of these storehouses. Still says we had 27,000 of food. I'd love to know where they're hiding it. It's not in any of the storehouses. There's no storehouse for that town. You know what? No storehouse for that town either. It must be total among all my towns. So one of these towns still has some food. That still has a little bit. A little bit laying on the ground up there. Either way, the number doesn't seem to be changing, so I don't think these people have any access to that food. So we'll see how quickly that population starts going down. Oh, one person's dead already! It was 467. We'll see how long this takes. Yeah, the birth rate is low, not surprisingly. I'm about to sacrifice like 80 people, so I expect that'll get us to 100% evil. Yes, I don't have to click that many times to get all these people, but it looks like that's not what it might come to here. 100% evil! Whoa, dude, my fingernails are longer than my hand. I have like a line of stitches running down the hand, it looks like. I can't get the hand to go any larger because when I start zooming in, it just stays the same size beyond a certain point. So, looks like a bunch of stitches on the back, really bony knuckles, long, curled fingernails, kind of a tribal tattoo thing going on in the palm there. A very nasty hand. That much is for sure. I'm gonna suck up some more people, and I'll meet you when the town is pretty much deserted. I'm just gonna be sucking up people walking on the streets, feeding them into the temple for mana. I've just remembered something. I'm sure someone will have commented this by now. There's a hotkey you can click to bring up information about people on the ground. I'm going to have to figure out what I assign that to, because it's typically on S, and I moved the movement keys to be on WASD. So I'll look in the menu in a minute after I sacrifice this group of 80 people. For some reason you can pick up 80 people really quickly, but after that it takes a while to pick up each individual person. So after I sacrifice these people, I'm going to check and see what that hotkey is, and that'll help us find any other people if we get to a point where it's difficult to locate them. So let's see. Fertility map. That's just for the land. Destruction tool. Change hand. Oh yeah, you can be left-handed if you hit Alt. If you hit Alt H, you'll become left-handed. Objective window, toolbar, creature roll, zoom to target toggle tooltips. Is that what I want? I don't think so. Show villager details. So it's N and V will do that for us. So let's see. So this is names. So this makes it easy to say, hey, there's people wandering in the wilderness out here. That's annoying. Let's suck them up so we have all our people in our hometown center. Yes, this is definitely the way to go as far as finding the people is concerned. David Bryson was making a run for it. Did you see that? Okay, and then V for details to tell you what they're doing. Worshipping, going to the storehouse, smelting ore, unemployed. Look at this guy in the bottom. Evie McLaughlin, unemployed, moving to loitering location. What a lazy bitch. No, I'm kidding. She's 75 years old. That's okay. But her life is still at 100%, alright? She's got a lot left in her. She could be like greeting at Walmart or something. She does not need to be moving to a loitering location. That is bogus, man. She's lazy. She's on the dole. Alright, 207 people left. I'm gonna have to ice the worshippers pretty soon. That's where most of the people are. They're not. My mana's maxed out at 60,000 anyway, so we're not gaining anything from sacrificing these people at this point. It's just a way to kill them. People are shrieking constantly. I'll come back in when there's very few people left. I think someone just died of fright. They see that skull go up just there? It's only picking up all these people, and they were like, oh no, yeah, he's coming for me next! Oh, and dead. Heart attack. Just had a stroke on the spot, man. I am that evil. Okay, there are 8 people left in the town. 4 men and 4 women, and I think they're all on my bars here. This guy's like, screw you, man! Silka must be Norse. He's got a Norse name. We're gonna try and pick up everybody who's left. See if we can get 8 people here. Looks like it might be more than 8. I'm getting some names on dead people, I think. Come here, person at the refinery. Get sucked up. Might have to call them outside there. Oh, I got them. I think we had that Eva person in our hand just then again. Okay, I'm getting names on dead people, I think. Any more helpful names? Here we go. They're looking at the creature. That got him. Alright, so this should be the last of our people. Yes! That was it! We got the wolves, we got the sheep, and we got all the people, and that was everything. Alright, you don't have to kill your creature, which I think is an egregious mistake there. They overlooked that facet of it, at least. Or maybe the creature isn't living. Maybe it's like an undead kind of zombie creature. Either way, we are now ridiculously evil. And we're going to stay there pretty much for the rest of the game because we're not going to be getting net good gain on any of these lands with our warfare. In the next episode, we're going to travel to the next land, and we are going to wage war using an improved way of charging the siren that a commenter told me about. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for your comments. I will see you in the next episode.